Hey guys, this is Dr. Boney. This is a quick video to show you how to navigate the course and get started. First things first, of course, syllabus is here. You can go over the details of all of this when you want. Basically, the first thing you see is Wednesdays 4:30 to 6:30, then lab Wednesday 6:30 to 9:30. Don't worry, we are not going to sit here in Zoom from 4:30 to 9:30. I could not think of anything worse. Um, in fact, most classes do not have a Zoom. We will have some a few times. Obviously, the very first one we'll have at 4:30 on Wednesday. Again, what you need, the most important thing is a code, the McGraw or the mastering code for Pearson Mastering for Geology. It comes with an ebook version of the textbook. You don't need an actual physical paper copy of the textbook. You definitely need the code for mastering. It comes with an ebook. What you do need is the Applications and Investigations book. This is a lab book, and you're going to be actually completing the lab components in this, and you're going to be writing on it and taking pictures of the pages and sending them in as assignments. So if you rented this, you may want to go ahead and take a look at my class schedule to see which exact lab pages you're responsible for in terms of making photocopies of and then turning them in. You absolutely need that. So moving down to, you can read all this. It's a major tenets of the course. There's 4 exams plus a final exam. Lab assignments is 20 and mastering assignments is 15. Grading scales here, great. Where you really want to pay attention to is the schedule itself, and this is very important. So if you have any sort of calendar, paper calendar, Google Calendar, your iPhone calendar, whatever, this is the work for the week. And so it shows you when every single thing is due for the entire year. It's all there. So this first week you can see syllabus overview. You're going to be doing chapter 2 first. There's a Pearson Mastering homework for that that's due by the 21st. And then for the lab part, which is in purple, you have a atom electron sheet. And as you can see down the line, next week is chapter 1, and then the lab report. And then you see the idea here. So all of these assignments here, you can work ahead as far as you want on all of them, which is fine with me. The dates for the course that are absolute are the exams. So the exam will happen on March 10th, and it'll be from 4:30 to 6:30 because that's the time that is allotted for our course in the schedule. That will be online, and it will be through Canvas. So you may want to make sure you know exactly what all of your exam dates are. Okay, so that's the basic schedule. The next thing is registering for online lectures. So I use a system called Edpuzzle, and you want to basically click that, and you want to go ahead and click here, and it's going to ask you, you're like, wait, what is this? So if you've never used Edpuzzle, you're going to want to go up in the right hand corner here, and you're going to hit sign up, and you can sign up with your Google account. You can sign, it doesn't matter what you sign up with, but once you are actually in the system, it kind of looks like this. As soon as you get into it, you might see something that looks like this. By the way, don't worry about the other classes. You'll just see around. You don't need to do anything in here right now. So you literally can X out of Edpuzzle. The whole point was just to sign up for it, and I'll talk about why. The why is coming down to here. So first thing you've done, you check the syllabus. You've registered for your online lectures through the Edpuzzle. You can get out of that. Next thing is to register for the Pearson Mastering Access. And so this particular document right here, very simple. It shows you exactly, it shows you exactly what to do. And so you're going to basically go to your Canvas course, which you're here. And if you look over to the left here, there's My Lab and Mastering. And you're going to go ahead and click on that. Again, this may look a little different because obviously I'm already logged in, but from here, just follow the instructions, and this is where you would put in the code that came with the book. You, by the way, don't have to buy from the bookstore the code that way. You can buy it in here. You can just throw a credit card in and pay for it. And so once you have done the registering for the online lectures, which is free, and then the Pearson Mastering classes, which is not. After you've done that, then you're ready to do the learning. And here's how I organize this whole course. And by the way, you're going to see this. This is my version, so you're not going to see it until I open the course up on Sunday. But everything is organized starting from top to bottom. And there are a lot of resources here for you. All this stuff is for exam one. Okay. So first thing you want to do if I were you is you want to look at the exam study guide. You want to know what's on the test? Here it is. This is COVID time, so I'm being way more generous with what would be on the test. These are basically the major tenets of the whole test, and so that's a good thing to start off with. So then what we do is you go down. Here is the PowerPoint. They come with, from the book, they come with PowerPoints that have sometimes 150, 200 slides per chapter. That drives me nuts, so I cut these down way smaller. And so now you have the exam study guide and you got the PowerPoint. I also have lectures that I've made for some particular parts of each chapter, so you can click on that, and as you go down, click on that. As you keep going down, there'll be parts to all this stuff in a row. And then you're going to get to Introduction to Mastering Geology, and this is what you've paid for in your Pearson Mastering. You can click either one of these and you can see exactly when they're due. This is on your schedule. So this is where from here you would click these and automatically would open up for you to actually start the work. Now, since I'm the teacher, obviously, it's going to look a little bit different, but for you, you can actually work on it. It would look something like this. So you can actually work on your questions here. You can go back and forth. That's kind of how that works, and it's going to grade them instantly and put them right into the grade book. So you just go right down the list. You have the PowerPoint, my lectures, a couple worksheets to work on down the line, and then you do kind of like an assignment. You can do these a couple times. So I believe 3 times is how many times I can let you do each of these. And then it repeats. Chapter 1, all of its stuff down the line. And a lot of these, by the way, you'll see, what's that Edpuzzle thing? Well, there they are. I embedded a lot of my lectures into what's called Edpuzzles all the way down the system. The Edpuzzles are not graded for a score. There are questions in there embedded through these YouTube-looking videos, and it will tell you whether you got the answer right and wrong and whatnot, but they do not count towards your grade. It's a way for me to teach you the content that you're going to see on the test, and you go all the way down, all the way down. There you go, and then of course I have a review of questions that are on the test. So that's the part that's on the lecture side. And what I mean by the lecture side is if I go back to the syllabus really quickly and I look at, and by the way, this video is almost over, and I look at the schedule, I just showed you everything on the left side. Okay, everything on the right side is the lab stuff. And so let me go to the lab stuff. Here's all the lab stuff. And so this is where you would upload, most of all these are uploads. You would upload all of your lab reports, and these are from the actual lab book, and that's kind of how it works. And then at the very, very bottom is, don't worry about exam 4, you don't have access to those yet. This is where you would access your online exams, and I'm going to be posting under here a link for you to download some software for Respondus, which is what the University of Delaware uses for proctoring on the exam. So the exam will be proctored through a webcam and a locking system for your browser for the exam. So that is a overarching, just kind of like beginning view. Now remember, I'm looking from teacher view. Yours will look a little different, but really not much. And this is kind of how the class is going to work. So if you have any questions, let me know, and good luck.